children, today let's start with chapter number 8, Saudi Arabia, the desert kingdom. So in this chapter, what is desert? It is a land covered with sand and it is very hot. But all are not sandy and hot, some are cold and rocky. ये नहीं कि हर desert हमारा hot है, sandy है. Some desert are cold also, right? So in this chapter, we will study about the Arabian desert, which is situated in Saudi Arabia, जो आपके Red Sea और Persian Gulf के पास lie करता है. Where does it lie? Between the Persian Gulf and Red Sea. That's it. Let's study about the location and surface features. So Saudi Arabia lies between the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf in Southwest Asia. Right? Its latitude is 70 degree north to 32 degree north and longitude is 35 degree east to 55 degrees. So it's occupy most of the Arabian Peninsula, which is surrounded by the sea on three sides. Most part of Saudi Arabia is a rocky plateau. It is sandy area broken by rocky hills. यहाँ पे narrow coastal plains है along with western and eastern coast. यहाँ पे high mountains देखने को मिलेंगे, which is very close to the Red Sea coast. The land slope gradually eastward to Persian Gulf, right? आप देखेंगे कि वो eastward से Persian Gulf की तरफ तक आपको देखने को मिलेगी. If we talk about climate, तो extremely hot होता है और dry climate होता है, ठीक है? और अगर हम summer में बात करें तो temperature जो है वो कितना पहुंच जाता है 49 डिग्री सेल्सियस. So during day hot and dusty winds blow with great speed and ये जो wind होती है sand को carry करके ले जाती है, what we call them sandstorm, right? So it shifts the huge piles of sand called sand dunes from one place to another. क्या एक place से दूसरी place. Now natural vegetation. Very few plants can grow in desert. आपको cacti या फिर जो short shrubs होते हैं वो देखने को मिलेंगे, which can withstand the hot and dry condition, and cacti leaves reduced with thorns. And most desert plants have long roots. जो कहा जाती है deep into the earth, right? Now oases, they are the only fertile area where underground water comes to the surface. Date palm and some crops such as wheat and barley, they are grown over here. Then we have wildlife. There are few wild animals in the desert, but you can see gazelles, baboons, hyenas, ibex at some places, right? We have different lizards, snakes, toads, rodents and rats, and most of the animals hide themselves in their mood or hot daytime. Next we have life of the people, how the people live here. Basically if we talk about beside the towns, forts and villages, there are number of Saudi Arabians जो क्या हैं आपके nomads हैं. They move from one place to another in search of food and livelihood. They keep herds of sheep, goat, camel and few horses. And Arabian horses को किसके लिए जाने जाते हैं? Swiftness और sturdiness. They wander with their herds in the search of water and green pasture. वो tents बनाते हैं, hides of animals, and animal hides are also used to make clothes, shoes and water bags. They make woolen garments and carpets. और कहाँ से बनाते हैं? From the wool of the sheep. Now we have Bedouins जो group में travel करते हैं, right? And what we call them caravan. And the Saudi Arabia dress is loose and flowing. Men usually wear an ankle light length shirt, इसको हम tham कहते हैं, और head gear called gutra. Women wear a black cloth called abaya, and these clothes protect them from heat, dust and sand. If we talk about musical instrument, जिसमें आपका rabha आता है, right? Bedouin poetry known as nubati जो बहुत popular है. Camel very useful है, and what we call them ship of desert. ठीक है, इसको हम as a traditional sport racing के लिए भी use करते हैं. A dish consisting of stuffed lamb known as kuzi, which is a traditional national dish. Or kebabs are eaten. A rice dish with fish or shrimp is popular. Coffee is also popular beverage. If we talk about cities, Saudi Arabia क्या है? बहुत ज़्यादा rich country है because vast deposits of petroleum in the country are found. Money is earned by selling petroleum to other countries, right? उससे हम कुछ modern cities बनाते हैं जैसे रियाद, and people have modern facilities and standard of living, which is quite high. We have large number of Indian works like Saudi Arabia. Many big cities with all modern facilities are now available in Saudi Arabia. You can see wide metal road, और आपको अब imported cars भी दिखाई देंगी जो वहाँ पे roads पे move करते हैं. If we talk about major airports, so we have Jeddah, Tehran, and Riyadh. Right? The important cities are Jeddah, Riyadh, Makkah, Medina, and Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia. ये main seaport है, और जो मक्का और मदीना है holy pilgrimage center है आपके मुस्लिम्स. The main industries जो है वो आपके petrochemical, fertilizer, plastic, textile, leather, shop, handicraft, food processing and cement. Iron and steel is also there. Many foreign engineer, doctor, teachers, accountants and managers They are working in Saudi Arabia. Many Indians, especially from the states of South India, are also working in Saudi Arabia in various professions. Right? This is all about in this chapter. Hope you understood about the Saudi Arabia. Now we will start with the exercise. Now first is tick the correct option. How is the climate of Saudi Arabia? कैसा है? Hot and dry. What is the capital of Saudi Arabia? Capital की हम बात करें तो capital क्या है Saudi Arabia की? Jeddah. Makkah and Medina are the famous pilgrim center of Muslims. Nomads of Saudi Arabia, what we call them? Bedouins. The prairies is located in. जो आपका prairies है वो कहाँ located है? In the interior of North America. Now fill in the blanks. Bedouins are the nomads. कौन है ये? Nomads हैं who move in caravan. All modern dash are available in Saudi Arabia. All modern. The dash is very useful for traveling in desert. तो कौन है आपका? Camel. Many Indians, especially from dash India. Nomads are called Bedouins. Now give one word for the following. The kind of dress worn by Arabs. तो क्या पहनते हैं? Thobe. The nomads of Saudi Arabia, what we call them? Bedouins. An animal known as sheep of desert, camel. Saudi Arabia is the largest producer of this. क्या produce करता है? Largest producer किसका है? These are the huge piles of sand dunes. Next is match the following. Jeddah, airport, nomads, Bedouins, piles of sand dunes, Makkah, Muslims, climate, hot and dry. Then we have defined, you have to define carbon, desert, oases and sand dunes. What are sand dunes? These are the piles of sand. Now answer the following question. Describe the location of Saudi Arabia. Where is Saudi Arabia located? Right, then you have to tell about the climate. कैसा hot and dry climate है? What type of vegetation, natural vegetation is found? The plants with thorns like cacti. Describe the life of Bedouin and what makes Arabia rich country. क्या producer है petroleum का. That's why it's a rich country. Right? This is all in this chapter. Hope you understood. Now we will meet in the next class. Thank you.